Welcome to Moving Day at Home. My name is Shauna and I work with the Parkinson's Foundation. I want to say thank you for joining us this spring for Moving Day at Home, and I hope you make this event your own. The beauty of having a virtual Moving Day event is that it allows our participants to really personalize the way they move. Whether you choose to walk, run, hike, have an at-home activity, or whatever, the most important part is you get out and move in honor of the 90,000 people diagnosed each year with Parkinson's disease. Moving Day, a walk for Parkinson's, is a celebration of movement. Movement is so important, and I'll tell you why. Exercise is an important part of healthy living for everyone, especially those living with Parkinson's disease. Exercise is a vital component in maintaining balance, mobility, and activities of daily living. Our Moving Day events are also a chance to speak up about Parkinson's disease and move others to take action. It's a movement for change toward more awareness, more funding, and more understanding of a disease that affects so many of our family and friends. We are moving toward a better life for those living with Parkinson's disease. Before we get out there and start moving, I'd like to give you a little bit of background on Moving Day and the Parkinson's Foundation. Did you know that Moving Day events bring together more than 20,000 supporters nationwide? In-person Moving Day events take place in nearly 50 communities across the country, and nearly 2,000 teams come together to celebrate movement and raise awareness each year. Since 2011, Moving Day events across the country have gathered more than 160,000 participants and raised over $35 million to improve care and advance research towards a cure. The Parkinson's Foundation makes life better for people living with Parkinson's disease by improving care and advancing research towards a cure. In everything the Parkinson's Foundation does, we build on the energy, experience, and passion of the global Parkinson's community. And the Parkinson's Foundation is the nation's leading community for people living with Parkinson's disease, those who love them, and those who are working to end the disease. Today, we will be hearing from people across the country with different connections to Parkinson's disease. Our first story is from Sharon from Beverly Hills, California, to tell us why she moves for Parkinson's.
Hi, my name is Sharon Krischer, and I have Parkinson's disease. I live in Beverly Hills, California, and when I was diagnosed in 2009, there were very few local resources in Los Angeles for people with Parkinson's. About 10 years ago, the foundation began funding programs in the Los Angeles area that benefit people like me directly. Things like the boxing classes that I went to, Dance for Parkinson's classes, seminars for people who are newly diagnosed, and more. And we have all benefited greatly from these programs that would not have happened without the foundation. That is why I've been so involved in Moving Day LA. My team is growing every year with friends who have Parkinson's, friends who do not, along with my family. We raise money for the foundation so that these programs will be there for us when we need them. Thank you for making a difference in the lives of people with Parkinson's. Enjoy today's Moving Day walk. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon, for sharing your story. Did you know that people with Parkinson's disease who start exercising earlier and at a minimum of 2.5 hours a week experience a slower decline in quality of life compared to those who start exercising later? Establishing early exercise habits is essential to overall disease management. There is no exercise prescription that is right for every person with PD. The type of exercise you do depends on your symptoms and challenges. First, be safe. Before starting any exercise program, consult your neurologist and primary care doctor about concerns and recommendations. Ask your doctor or members in your support group to refer you to a physical therapist who knows about PD. Work together to identify your concerns and limitations and target exercises to improve them. For most people, a structured exercise program will include aerobic exercise, such as brisk walking, and resistance training using weights or bands. Exercise indoors and outdoors. Change your routine. Stay interested and motivated. And most importantly, pick an exercise you enjoy. Seek out local PD exercise classes. Across the country, dance classes and boxing groups designed specifically for people with Parkinson's disease are growing in popularity. Contact the Parkinson's Foundation's toll-free helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO to find one near you. To learn more about what type of exercise you should do, go to parkinsons.org or call the Parkinson's Foundation helpline. Next, we will hear from Mira from Mesa, Arizona, who is a care partner for a person living with Parkinson's disease. Let's hear her story.
Hi, my name is Mira, and my husband Jim has Parkinson's disease. He was diagnosed about 5 years ago, and at that time his symptoms were minimal, just a bit of shaking in his left hand, and he was still able to enjoy life and do whatever he needed to do. At this point, 5 years later, the disease has progressed to the point that there's not much that he can do for himself anymore. Though he makes an effort, we go to physical therapy, speech therapy, and in between his doctor's appointments, not only for the Parkinson's, but he also has prostate cancer. We have a pretty busy schedule. I would like to mention that I would recommend that you educate yourself to understand the disease and how it affects your loved one. There is information you can access at National Parkinson Foundation, as well as known hospitals such as Johns Hopkins. There's a lot of information out there, very helpful, and it certainly has been of benefit to us to do the research. Thank you.
Thank you, Mira, for sharing your story. I would like to give a huge shout out to all the care partners out there caring for a loved one with PD. At the Parkinson's Foundation, there are several resources and support systems in place for all care partners. The Parkinson's Foundation Helpline is staffed by Parkinson's information specialists who are there to help you with whatever you need to live better. Whether it's information about the latest treatments, referrals to top-notch care, or just providing support. Call 1-800-4PD-INFO, that's 1-800-473-4636, or visit our website at parkinson.org. With the largest presence in Parkinson's communities across the country and globe, the Parkinson's Foundation has everything you need to live better with Parkinson's today. Stay up to date on Parkinson's news, events, and resources by connecting with us on social media. Our handle is at parkinson.org on all social channels. We would next like to recognize all the healthcare providers who are helping to care for those living with PD. Thank you so much for your continued commitment to our Parkinson's community and dedication to helping us find a cure. Today, we have the honor of hearing from Nicole, who works for SOAR Physical Therapy. Let's hear her story.
Hi, I'm Nicole Russo. I'm a physical therapist from Seagirt, New Jersey. I'm here with our Big for Life exercise group. This is the 4th year we are participating in the virtual moving day to raise money for the foundation because of all they do for people with Parkinson's, like
research,
support,
webinars, education,
training,
hotline,
education,
research.
As a physical therapist, I use the resources from the Parkinson's Foundation every day, including the information on the website, fact sheets, books, and the YouTube channels. I also just completed the team training certification. We just wanted to say how much we appreciate all you're doing. You're all doing such great work, raising funds and awareness to beat Parkinson's. Thank you for moving today, and keep up the great work. Ready? Keep moving!
Thank you, Nicole, for sharing your story. Each of us participates in Moving Day to show our support for family, friends, and neighbors. But we are also here for the 1 million Americans with Parkinson's across the U.S. who want a better life today and research for a cure tomorrow. 90,000 will be diagnosed with Parkinson's this year. 90,000. Every one of them will face the uncertainty and fear that this disease brings. We move to let them know that they are not alone. Our last story today comes from Letitia in South Haven, Mississippi, to tell us why she moves for Parkinson's.
Hey guys, thanks for supporting the Parkinson's Foundation. My name's Letitia Eldred. I'm from South Haven, Mississippi. My dad had Parkinson's for 17 years, so this is very close to my heart. And these events give us the opportunity to educate the public about PD, as well as provide vital resources to those living with Parkinson's, those trying to navigate the healthcare system with PD, and then of course learning those exercises that help slow the progression. Thanks for all you're doing. Let's go walk.
Thank you, Letitia, for sharing your story. The funds we raised through Moving Day help the Parkinson's Foundation do three things. First, deliver quality care to more than 196,000 people living with Parkinson's disease. We are also able to fund cutting-edge research aimed at better treatment while advancing us towards a cure. And last, we're able to provide free resources and local services for people living with Parkinson's disease and their families. If you haven't donated yet, you can visit movingdaywalk.org to make your donation. There's also time to keep fundraising. Individuals who raise $100 or more will receive an exclusive 2023 Moving Day t-shirt. Plus, we have some other fun rewards for helping to raise funds to fight PD. Every dollar you raise supports the Parkinson's Foundation mission to help make life better for people living with Parkinson's disease. So let me just say thank you so much for all of your amazing support this year. We also want to take a moment to recognize our sponsor, whose generosity helped make today possible. A big thank you to the 2023 Moving Day National Partner, Amneal Pharmaceutical. We would also like to thank our Moving Day at Home program sponsor, Acadia Pharmaceutical. On behalf of the Parkinson's Foundation, I want to send out a special thank you to all of our Moving Day team captains. You are an incredible group of leaders in the fight against Parkinson's disease. And a huge thank you to everyone who is getting out there and moving with us. Your participation in this event is making a difference for all those living with Parkinson's. We hope you enjoy whatever activity you choose to do. Now it's time to get out and move.